Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to do these connectors real quick. It has a sheet inside it which gives you all the instructions, whether you're doing it manually with this tool, which you're going to use on it, or whether you're doing it with the auto tool, which you'll use that also. And if you also look in here, it's got the measurements you need right here to check everything. The key is the center conductor has to be 1/4 inch. If it's any longer, it's not going to make connections. Every single one of these connectors you do, you have to put the terminator on one end and the cable tester on the other. Make sure you get that green light because these are really difficult. Once you do a few of them, they get pretty easy. Okay, you see all these little knurls on here? You want to get down in one of the low valleys of it. Just go ahead and use your blue handle cutters, spin it around, cut it off. Then you're going to use this tool right here. You got to push it hard, and you need to clean every one of these indentions. I just looked in all of these, they're all full. You need to clean them, take a tie wrap, clean them out before you use the next one. But anyway, push it in here, start it going, let it go all the way down. Now, you'll see there's some plastic stuff sticking up here, and I didn't get quite in one of these valleys. So you can see, if you look real close, that lip is sticking up. So that connector is not going to pop over it. So two things you have to do. Take a knife, clean off this, or you can take your cutters, clean off all this plastic from the center. Just gotta walk around it. Just gonna clean this off so you can see this a little better. Okay, now if you look close at this, I've got an edge sticking up there. So it's high, so it's not going to go on right. Before I slide that on, I take my Kleins and I put them on that edge and just crimp it a little bit, spin it around and crimp it so that it bends it over a little bit, because you're going to be flaring it up again at the end. That's going to make your life a lot easier. So make sure if you don't get right in the ditch, you're on a high spot where the tool left it, bend that over or it's not going to go on, because you want to hear one click. It needs to go in that first dip right here. So I just bent that over so it should go on easier for me. And you can just crimp it a little bit on each one if you want, because I'm going to be flaring it back out. Okay, the key is on this, you got to have that center pin has to be 1/4 inch. I've got this little tool right here for you. I've already got it set on 8/32, which is 1/4 inch. So you just go down here, hold it like that, and mark it. All this is in the kit. So I'm gonna mark it right here at 1/4 inch. Now I got that marked. I just take my cutters and I cut that off at 1/4 inch. Once that's done, you gotta deburr the top. It's on the side of this red one right here. They're right here. Just work it around. Deburr it good. That looks pretty good. Okay, now, once I put the connector on, I'm going to have to flare this thing. There's two settings on the back of here. One says, let me see what it says. One has O2 on it. It has CO2. Don't use that one. Use the other one. So it'll be this one up here. And you'll see just the one that has O2. Don't use that one. Okay, it's right there. We'll get to that in just a second. Okay, here's what we got. At the front, we got the back shell. Then we'll take the back shell and you'll hear it click once. Boom, that's it. It clicked once. So that's correct. Now, you mate this up. Before I do put this on, I have to reflare this. That's where I use this. You slide the center pin right in that hole. It's got a little nub there that flares that copper casing out more so it seats right. So you just push it in, turn it a couple times. And then if you look at the end of it, that just flared all that out real nicely. Then all you have to do is you put this on until you feel it push into the center conductor. Now that's on, I want to start from the back shell. So I want to start getting this to go in together. Sometimes you got to play with it. Okay, but turn from the back, hold the front steady, and it tells you on here, do not turn the front piece of this connector, tighten it from the back. So anyway, I use the front just a little bit to get it snug. Then you take these, I'm going to put one right here. Then I'm going to take the one from the back, and I'm going to tighten it from the back. So I just start going like this. Tighten it all the way down, you'll feel it kind of crunch, where the gasket crunches and there won't be any space left in it. It gets tight, so I'm feeling it right now starting to crunch. You can hear it too. Now when you look at that, there's no gasket showing in there, and that one's done. That's all you got to do. So just remember, cut it off. Use the tool, press it till it goes all the way down, then clean off that plastic around the tip, measure the tip, make it 1/4 inch, cut it off, deburr it with the side of this. After you deburr it, slip your back shell, make sure you look at that copper though and bend it down so that you can get this back to go on or it won't go on. Push it down till you hear one click. That means it went in just one of the first of these grooves. Then you take the front, bring it on, start it just so they get mated and start to tighten, then do all the tightening from the back nut. And that's all there is to it. Then make sure you put the tester on these, because these have, seem to have a lot of issues just because they're different. They seem to be difficult sometimes. But if you do have one that's a problem, you can always take this back off, clean the tip up, re-flare it, and then put it back on and tighten it down. It's going to be difficult to get the back shell off. But you can try that if there's a problem. That's it.